Hi everybody!
Hello.
And welcome to our YouTube channel. We are, as always, your hosts, Arne and Carlos, and we are here sitting in our table, working with all these wonderful patchwork ideas that we have and that we just can't tear ourselves away from. It's been really nice reconnecting.
Like addicted now.
Yeah, I mean, we did this a long time ago and now we're kind of rediscovering it ourselves. And the explanation behind that is that we did a show and tell patchwork video a while back, which received a lot of very positive response. We got a whole new bunch of new subscribers, and not that we're abandoning knitting, but we are very inspired. We're very inspired by the patchwork ourselves.
We can do a lot of different things.
Yes, we can. So we've been doing a few tutorials where we have been showing, we have among others done the tutorial where we showed this, how we actually make a crazy quilt like this. Then we have done another tutorial where we have embroidered the little things on top and given some ideas of how to layer lace and other things together. Arne is now applicating a rose, a lace rose, onto another square that we're doing. And today we have an embroidery stitch for you that we want to show you that we use quite a lot.
And as you can see, when we start stuff, it's really hard to finish things. Yeah. So this is still
a work in progress.
A work in progress.
Okay.
So but you can explain the stitch, like, I can find the right needle and I stop this.
So while Arne keeps doing his sewing because he can't tear himself from that, I'm going to show you
this one.
I'm going to show you a new patchwork that we made. This is actually a long time ago.
It's a UFO.
It's a UFO.
It's supposed to be a pillow.
It's actually, exactly. Here is the whole square. And if you look at the back, I'm going to show you the back. It consists of four, so here I am. It consists of four squares, as you can see, that have already been sewn together. And this is the technique, the patchwork technique that we're using here is the log cabin block, right?
I think it's called log.
It's called log cabin block.
I think it's a very basic
it's a very basic technique. And we're not going to show you that today because it is so basic. We kind of assume that everybody knows. So, you know, while we're
But if you like to see it, we can show it.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments field if you want a tutorial. We will be more than happy to bring out more fabrics and make a tutorial on the log cabin block technique. So let us know if you want it. If you don't want it, tell us as well and we will take that into consideration. Anyway, we're not going to talk too much about the log cabin block technique because we have another thing going on here that is super exciting, and it is all the stitching that we're doing around the seams where we have been adding fabric, strips of fabric to create the design. And this is a lot of fun. I mean, first you kind of put together the fabrics and you make a patchwork, and then you just embellish it on top. And while we have been working with a very random motif, if you look at this one and if you remember when we showed you this was all pretty random. We just grabbed whatever we could find and we started making this. But if you look at these two, you will see that there is a system here and they are of the same fabrics and they are mirrored. So one of them is facing this way to the left and then the other one is facing to the right, so they're kind of mirrored, but they are using the same fabrics all along.
It's kind of like a cross,
yes,
because it comes out from like this flower fabric. It's like in the corners, yes. So it's like
a cross. So
this was planned.
This is planned, yes.
This is not planned.
And whether the embroidery on top has been planned or not, that is something I am not really sure. I'm quite sure that we planned the fabrics and how we were going to layer them or put them together. And I think that this embroidery came a day when we had nothing to do.
Came by itself.
Yeah, and we started embroidering. And there's a lot of fun stitches here that you could do. And I think I want to draw your attention to this one here.
This is the one we were doing today. And now I'm going to show you how to do make the millefeuille.
Okay, so millefeuille I think is a pastry, a French pastry called millefeuille, and millefleur, fleur as flower is the stitch. So
let's call it the flowers, or
Yeah.
well, we will probably mess up.
Yeah.
Like now, I got that millefeuille in my head, so now I'm gonna say
Yeah, so-
millefeuille through the whole video, and probably you will say it too.
Yeah, so according to you, it's millefeuille or millefleur. It's
No,
like
it's
potato and
millefleur.
potato.
It sounds more. I remember it said millefleur because it's a flower.
Yeah, so tomato, tomato, millefleur, millefeuille.
Yeah,
Or
flower.
something.
It's a flower.
It's a flower.
It's a flower. Let's start.
Yes.
Actually, we used the same flower in one of our books, in the knitted doll book,
Yes.
because we added flowers like this on a dress, but not with 4 leaves. We added more leaves. But this is like the basic or the normal stitch in that sense. So I found this Anchor embroidery yarn. It's a metallic because it goes with all the other bling bling. So I start now.
Yeah, while you
ready?
do that, while you do that, I'm gonna just
Make
cut
a new
myself a
square.
new square because there's so much fabric here. I need to start constructing a new one for
Yeah.
this patchwork over here.
So I start now. I start by doing these long stitches, which goes like from one fabric over the seam to the next fabric. I could actually use double. No, I use single thread. So you go over like this. You come up next to that first hole. And you go over to the next side like that. This is actually a very relaxing thing to do.
Very relaxing. I mean, everything that has to do with sewing and fabrics is very relaxing, as well as knitting, obviously, and crochet.
That's one thing I don't find relaxing, that is making the collar on a men's shirt or a women's shirt.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
I think that's not relaxing.
And cuffs.
And cuffs.
Cuffs is also pretty.
That's never relaxing.
No,
But the rest,
I like making pants. Pants is the
cool.
easiest.
Yeah, that's
For me,
very
pants
cool.
is the easiest.
So you see, I don't make any marks where I sew it. I just do it by the eye, or how you say that? Like
Yeah, you use your eye
my
to measure.
eye. And if it gets a little bit, oh, it came out the same hole. So be careful not to pull the needle in the same place, because then it comes up again. Try to get close to this one. That's nice. So something like there. So this is the long stitch. I don't know the name. I think in Norwegian it's called grensting, like a branch
Yeah,
stitch. Grensting. So you're learning some Norwegian.
yeah. So yeah, in case you don't know this, we're from Norway. English is not our native language, and so sometimes we don't really know the names.
So it's a grensting,
Like a branch stitch. Or
a
something.
branch stitch. So this is part 1. I want to do everything now because then I can stay here for hours. So I will go back like in the last stitch, and then I will show you the millefleur.
Which means 1,000 leaves in
1,000
French.
leaves.
Yes.
So I do the flower on the edge of each grensting branch stitch. So I go in where I came out, and then I decide the length of the flower. Like it could be like that. I will try to make them looking the same. Maybe I don't make it, but and then you block the leaf by going down on the outside of the circle like this, and it's turning around, so you have to be careful. That's one leaf, and then you come up again there. And then you do one more. So it's like almost this size, it will be up there somewhere. And again, it's all done by the eye, or how do you say that?
Well, you use your eye to kind of
measure with my eye.
Yeah.
On this piece, we did longer branches on the black and white with silver. We did longer branches. So now I do like a bigger flower at the end of the branch. So for this one, I will jump over and I will do one on that side. So if you want to have, oops,
sorry.
If you want to have flowers on every branch, like on this one, you have to have the long stitch. But if you do shorter stitch, you just make fewer flowers. So let me see. Have to be careful so I don't pull the branch too much or the leaf too much. So it has to be a little bit open so you get the feeling of leaves. And then one more. So this way. So that's one flower.
It's coming out really nice. Let me see.
And you see on this one now, there's no space because I made shorter branches. So now on the next one, I will jump over to this side. But you decide, you can have a long branch or short branch, or feel free to do
the way, whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Yes.
Because we do that all the time. So block the leaf. And you go in the same on the other side, come up again in the center. And another leaf. And down. So this is how the days are going.
Yeah, I mean, I feel relaxed even by watching you.
Yeah, you stop working.
I have to iron my thing, and
no, don't iron now. What you can do, you can find a white pearl for me, because now I'm going to do step 2. There are some pearls in the box. I think white will be nice.
Okay.
Because.
Which size? Smaller, larger?
Like.
Oh, we've got different sizes in one tube, so.
Something like.
Well, there's a big one.
Like this one.
Yeah. Well, there's a big one here.
Oh, too big.
And we've got these. Yeah.
Those small ones. So if you like, we found we've seen in pattern books where they explain this millefeuille that they add a third color. Actually, you can do like 3 colors, because you can have one on the branch, one on the flower, or you can have different colors on the flowers. And then they do the French knot in the center of the flower. I think we did a French knot in a video once. We did some embroidery. Mm-hmm. I think it was the Easter embroidery. I think we did a French knot in that one. So I stopped there, and then I can show you the pearl.
I've got 3 pearls for you. There you go.
And I'm sewing in the yarn, the thread from the other thing I was working on. Too many needles and too much yarn on the back.
Yeah, now I have another job to do, and it's getting all these little pearls back in the tube, because I had to empty some of them out on the table. So I'll be busy for a while.
Yeah. And where did this come from? This is what happens when you have too much things going on one piece. But that's no problem, because you know when you finish this, you will put a lining on the back. So it makes no difference. If it's good or bad on the back, it's fine. So let me see. Did you find a pearl?
I've got 3 for you there.
So you can put a pearl in.
Yeah.
Is it a little bit big? Do you have a smaller one?
Yes, I've got these tiny ones.
Just to make it more hard?
Yeah, look at those.
They're still the same size.
These?
Oh, these are small.
Are those okay?
See if they can go into the needle. These are okay. This is good.
Do you need more?
No, 2 is fine.
2 is fine.
Because this takes time, so I can't finish the whole line, because then I would make the sewing for like hours. And do we have time for that?
We have time. We always have time for this wonderful, relaxing. I mean, look.
Think people have time for this?
I mean, look. We've got beads. We've got threads.
It's so, this is so relaxing, Carlos. It's like I'm like falling.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, is that the right word?
Yeah.
It's like when you.
Yeah, you just kind of
you lose sense
zenning.
of time.
You're becoming very zen.
It's very zen.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, how couldn't it not be? We've got. Look at it. I've got silver thread. I've got beads. I've got fabrics. There's everything here.
A lot of nice things.
Yeah.
So you see, the pearl is in the center of the flower, and then you stitch it down.
Freya's not relaxing though.
She's not relaxing. See here something. So 1 stitch is fine, and then make a little knot on the back. And again, don't worry about the back, because you don't want to see it later anyway. I think maybe some people are very picky about the back, but if you put a lining there, no one will go open it and look at it.
That's true.
So now I just do some stitches like in the toile to get over to the other flower. And then I put the needle like in the center of the flower, more or less there. And 1 more pearl. They're so small I can hardly see them. There. 1 more pearl. And you have a flower with a white pearl in the middle.
Let me see. Oh, nice. Very nice.
So I make a knot, and I cut the yarn there, because the thread, because I still work on the flower in lace. So there's like a lot of things going on. There. And now we get rid of a lot of the small white pearls, because there will be pearls everywhere on this one. So,
Arne,
okay, we have a lot.
there's thousands and thousands.
Thousands. So now I'm finished with my millefeuille for today, or fleur, or my flowers. There will be like a lot of comments on this one, because people will tell us the right name.
Yeah.
But it's still a flower.
Yeah.
It's a millefleur.
Yes.
So
I think I'm gonna dream about it tonight.
I stop my millefleur right now, and I will continue with my lace.
Yes.
So maybe next time we see you, the lace will be finished.
Yeah, and we'll have more ideas for you. As we have said before, we're not originally quilters, we are designers. Started actually our career sewing, then we went over to knitting, and we've done this in our free time at home. We are not in any way trained, so we don't know a lot of the official words for what the things are called, but we do whatever we like. One thing that we really enjoy, Arne, is recycling fabrics. Making beautiful things out of scraps is something that I find very appealing. And yeah, we have a series of great cushions that we've done this way, bedspreads and things. And we're very happy that we're able to share these new passions with you.
And we have an unfinished skirt.
And we have an unfinished skirt that is also a work in progress that we will show you again sometime. But if you didn't see it, the first time we showed it was in a live stream that we did in March, I suppose it was. So go to our live stream number 1, the one that is about the UFOs, and you'll see the skirt there. So I think that all we need to do now, Arne, is say thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna, continue whatever I was doing. I think
you have to find all the pearls for the mille fleur.
Yes, and make sure to tune in every week. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you are not subscribing, we would really appreciate it if you did. So we have new tutorials and new videos every single week, which we hope you will continue to enjoy for a long, long time. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And see you again next time.
Bye.
Bye.